Hey guys, so I've got a new project that I'm working on here. It's the Cinder project. Now, Cinder's been around for a few years, but it's not extremely well known. It's a dark gene that does some really cool stuff to the colors and patterns of other genes that it interacts with. So I have this clutch. A couple of years ago, I got a Pastel Cinder 100% het genetic stripe. And I decided to breed it to a Leopard genetic stripe. I like stacking dark genes into the genetic stripe project to see how dark I can make the snakes. And I also wanted to see how the Cinder gene interacted with Leopard as well, and of course genetic stripe. So I'll show you the babies that hatched out from that clutch. Okay, the first one I'm going to show you, this is a normal Cinder. So it's a little black pastel-like, but it is definitely different. Um, Really, it's actually somewhat stranger-like looking too, but really cool. Predominantly dark snake. It's got some really cool pattern interactions with other combos. Okay, and then here, this is a pastel leopard cinder, and these are both 100% Hetford genetic stripe. So you can see the influence of the pastel with the lightness on the head, but then when you combine leopard and cinder, which are both dark genes, into that, it gives it a very dark look. Like if you didn't see that little bit of blushing on the head, you probably wouldn't even realize that this had pastel in it. That's how powerful the cinder gene and, of course, the leopard gene is. Okay, and then got some of my favorite simple ball python combos, leopard genetic stripes. So I love what Leopard does with genetic stripe. You guys know that. I mean, anybody who's watched my videos over the past few years know that I do a lot with Leopard and genetic stripe. I just think that, if you're going to have a striped animal, you want to get as much pattern into it as possible. So the Leopard gene does a great job with that. It really widens that genetic stripe pattern out. Makes a really, really cool combo. Okay, then here is the first Cinder genetic stripe. So the Cinder actually reduces the amount of the striping. You can see it's really kind of washed out along the top here. The back half's got a little bit more. I noticed that with a lot of the dark genes mixed in with genetic stripe, like cinnamon, GHI, and some others, that it really almost eliminates the pattern in the front half of the snake, and that it increases the pattern, not increase the pattern overall, but the pattern kind of comes back towards the back half of the snake. So this is a Cinder genetic stripe. So what I would do with this is I would probably try to make a GHI Cinder genetic stripe, or maybe a cinnamon or black pastel Cinder genetic stripe. I'd probably even get this into the G-Stripe Clown project. You just never know how those different dark genes are going to interact when you breed them together. Okay, and here's the last one from that clutch. So this is actually the only one on the clutch that had pastel, or well, I guess the pastel. Yeah, got this one with pastel in it too, but not much for pastel in this clutch, which is a good thing, so I didn't really want the pastel to come out in this clutch too much. But anyway, this one, I believe, is a pastel leopard cinder genetic stripe. So when you add pastel to the leopard genetic stripe, it actually reduces the thickness of the black striping going down the body. The cinder just makes the overall coloration of it a lot darker. I like that it kept the stripe is really nice and bright, especially towards the back half of the body. I really think there's a lot of stuff we could do with this. I'd like to see what the Cinder Leopard G-Stripe looked like without pastel in it, because, like I said, pastel reduces the thickness of the black striping, and if it didn't have pastel in it, it probably would be thicker, but I'm pretty sure that the Cinder is actually helping to thin that out as well. But just a really unique looking, really cool snake. So, I'm just starting with this project. Hopefully there'll be a lot of cool twists and turns that I can do with it in the future. Okay, sorry, this one's a little short this week. I only have this one clutch to show right now. So if you want to see what I have available, make sure to visit my website, royalconstrictordesigns.com. I'm continuously adding new snakes. A lot of these guys will go up there in the next few weeks once I get them starting to feed. We've got a lot of eggs incubating right now. I'm going to be continuously adding new snakes to the website for sale. And also make sure to like and subscribe to this video and my channel, please. And visit our Patreon. Just go to patreon.com, do a quick search for Royal Constrictor Designs, and you can find out about all the perks and benefits of being Patreon account members with us, including a free snake giveaway and a lot of exclusive videos and breeding tips and tricks, genetic information. We do a monthly Zoom call, all kinds of different stuff. So please check that out as well. And I will be back again very soon with some more awesome stuff to show you.